We are back now with some breaking news this morning. 2 suspected terrorists have been arrested at New York's JFK airport. The men are both American citizens. They both have ties to Somalia, and officials say they were about to leave the country to wage jihad overseas. WNBC investigative reporter Jonathan Dienst is with me right now on the phone. Jonathan, with a good morning. Let's get to what you've learned about these 2 men and what they are accused of.
Well, we know that the NYPD and the FBI have been monitoring these 2 gentlemen for quite some time, for a couple of years at least, and they've been keeping their eyes on them. And they apparently went through some training and radicalization here in the New Jersey area, and apparently made efforts to hook up with an Al-Qaeda-linked group in Somalia. And last night, as they were planning apparently to board flights connecting through Egypt onto Somalia, they moved in and made arrests at Kennedy Airport, and at the same time they began searching their homes in the towns of North Bergen and Elmwood Park. The suspects identified as Mohammed Blessa and Carlos Eduardo, and they are in custody now. And again, as you said, American citizens. Nothing to indicate a plot here inside the U.S. The concern was sort of a material support for terrorism type case, that they were going to go overseas, train with extremists overseas, and then perhaps from there go on to look to perhaps target troops overseas, U.S. troops overseas.
You know, Jonathan, you talked about them having been under surveillance for a few years. In fact, since 2006. What put them there in the first place?
Unclear. We're waiting to hear more developments, and we expect to see them in court in New Jersey, in Newark Federal Court, on Monday, where perhaps we will learn more and perhaps see some of the court papers that get unsealed. We know the investigation is ongoing and active, just to make sure there's no one else involved. But as of now, it appears to be just these 2 gentlemen, and again, their alleged plans to travel overseas to hook up with extremists.
Okay, Jonathan Dienst from WNBC. Thanks, Jonathan.
My pleasure.